Hi, folks, and we're back to Dawn of Man in the Northlands campaign with, I think it's Jargol, making this goat very, very happy. We are also very happy. We as in the royal me. As master and lord of this universe... she did get away, so someone went out to hunt them. Got tired? Yeah, they got tired and went... Oh, come on. Yes, please. All the hunting parties went out. Most are doing their job, some aren't. Alright, cave lion taken care of. Oh my god, you missed again? Ah, you only have the knives. What happened to your bows or spears? That is a good question, but one they will consider for another time, apparently. Well, you're close, so you can hunt that, please. Submersible dogs. Now, I don't think that's on the tech tree, but... Got away again. Yeah, one knife is not going to cut it. Ha! Knife joke. But other things might, such as... yes. Arrows shot from defensive structures will cut it. I think we can risk overwhelming our production capacity a bit more. We do need to cut these trees down to be able to, yeah, build a palisade on that side. So cut those down, please. Oh, come on, it has not escaped. It's just outside camp. Has most definitely not escaped. Alright, 2 wooden platforms. 2 watchtowers. Settlement is going to be a force to be reckoned with. I can see it now. In your mind's eye, just close that off, close that off, close this off. Housing here, housing there. In fact, I think I've changed my mind. We don't need all that many more stables. Could probably move production stuff here with granaries, haystacks, production. And this is not how people did it in the Neolithic, but we could have just a stone circle right smack in the middle of the settlement. Some tree cover, some pear trees or something, chestnut trees, and we may just try to place the cairn one of these hills, and so all the important structures will be oh, we could also move, yes, we could make this the funerary mound of sorts. Could make it a funerary mound of sorts, because a stone circle cannot fit up here. We could have some dolmens and Burial mounds. Not the cairn, but dolmens. Yeah, we could have a couple. Burial mounds. I think we should recycle a couple of these. I don't like having 4 of those. Like that. Seems a bit industrial. And spirituality and industrialism really don't mix well together. Might be just too much for the teeny tiny archaic hominins here. Well, I think technically we're Homo sapiens here. This is the Neolithic, not the Upper Paleolithic. Where's the hunter? Oh, they're gonna kill the dog. Poor doggy. Only the one? Only one hunter came? And they're running away. What? This is a very poorly planned hunt here. No, it hasn't! You idiots. Yeah, sometimes the lead hunter just goes off, and there's supposed to be a hunting party of 3 or 4, but they try to run and just fail to catch up, so they never get there. And then the whole thing goes to hell. That's my explanation, not my fault. It's not like an all-powerful, all-knowing deity flying through the air like us could ever change that, right? We could if only we paid attention hard enough. But we're a lazy, despondent deity. Where are you going? Oh, butchering the reindeer. Yeah, you're tired enough. Someone's going to hunt a wolf. Really? What wolf? I only see the young ones. Megalosaurus. We could and should hunt more Megalosaurus. Oh, that wolf. Well, that's gonna be a quick one. No you haven't. These guys are gonna get you. They're close now, so make the most of that. Right, so megalith pushing, pulling is done. Should we work a dolmen? Probably. I'd like to have more than one mortar. I don't think we have enough here, so let's put them by the well here. And I think we could use another tanner while we're at it. We'd also need hearths. Hearths, as long as we don't have ovens. Is that aligned? Maybe. Misaligned a bit so that people don't sit on top of each other. And, oh, I meant to check what wolf that was, but... because we don't want to let the young ones escape. And I think that was probably young ones that they're telling me have escaped. And indeed, I cannot find them around here. So they may actually have escaped for the first time ever. This animal has escaped message is accurate. Or is it? Oh no. No, it is very much not. I know better than that. I know better than that. Alright, these are getting cut down. We're kind of short on logs again. But all of the, yeah, palisade and platform construction is pretty much done in terms of logs, so that's good. All we need is a lot of straw from this next harvest. Not that it's a problem, but yeah. Have a lot of food. And workload is not exploding. Right, that is very good. We probably need what? Remove these. We don't want, yeah, vegetables on this side. Oh, come on. Get out of the way. Mouflon. Remove those. And plant some over here. Not quite 5 by 5, but that's all right. That should be more than enough veggies, as we can see. I would also this is einkorn, yes. Right, so I can plant that there. Seems like we have enough linen for, well, now at least. Plenty of grain. We'll have more than enough straw for all of our needs. Fishes, well, I think we're just about edging it. We're fishing as much as we can from These river bonks, river bonk, bonky bonky bonk. Yeah, pretty much. All the bonking of the river is being, well, they're not actually draining it, but quite. The riverbanks. Yeah, they're fishing when they can, and that's enough. Just can't manage to keep a very high reserve, it seems. And the limit is set at 50. Well, effectively 87, so we're just eating all the fish we catch, essentially. Probably because we need more bread. With an additional motor, that's probably gonna help a bit. More people being able to make bread at the same time. The hearth. Well, make flour and then make bread from the hearth. We need a lot more sticks. And I don't see any sledges not being used, so I'm assuming that means people do need more. And I like making them in batches of 3, 4, or 5. Give a healthy bump. So, animal limits. Can we bump up goat and sheep? Don't really need more meat. Not sure we need more wool either. And I don't know why we're under the limit now. That is odd. Maybe too many got old. We need to make a lot more tools. Mammoth will give us quite a bit of knowledge. Woolly rhino and aurochs. Elasmotherium. Wild donkey. Mouflon. Ah, surprisingly, Mouflon will also do that. Okay. Haven't hunted all that much, apparently. Alright, let's get some auroch in. Too many cave lions here. That's reindeer, not megalosaurus. That is ibex. They were eating our mouflon. We have to hunt the mouflon. Lion and wolf fighting for the same kill. We haven't seen any Elasmotherium close by. Try to hunt the young ones. Probably easier. Yeah, we haven't seen any Elasmotherium in a long while. That's horse, not even donkey. And rhino? Yeah, also not the most common of animals. Do remember seeing some not too long ago. I'll have to take the opportunity to, well, hunt them to extinction, I suppose. Alright, harvest is progressing well. Alright. Defenses. Ooh. Really? Managed to get a push in, apparently. $75. Ah, yes. Because of the dogs, certainly. Right. Making the sledges. We could have them just offset a tiny bit like that. Yeah, want to recycle that one. And recycle that one. What? Is it that far? That's pretty far. There is a Lasmatherium here. It's almost winter. Blizzard may come. There might be a blizzard, so let's not risk that. A mean average commission. So take all the straw. Never have enough of that. What we have too much of is skins, outfits. Do I need to buy? Why don't we have more wool outfits? Not from lack of... Huh, that's odd. Sell all the leather outfits. I suppose we can buy linen to make what we need to replace that. We have 2 clothes makers. They could constantly be making a lot more outfits, but they're not for some reason. Yeah, cancel that, they're too far. Right, harvest is almost done. We have some margin for extra people. A lot of margin for extra animals. Plenty of straw to collect still. Ah yes, time for veggie planting. And perfect, that's been cut down so we can extend the palisade. I think if he were to cut that from there, probably fall on him. Probably. So, extend that to the water. And a couple of platforms and watchtowers, but not obstructing the way past. Right. And no, not that. Hello? Ah, yes. A transport post right there. Right. So I think we can recycle all these. Okay, recycle that. Well, that hay is gone. Recycle that as well. Moving that a bit westward. We're not short on storage. Perfect. Do we want trees here? Or I think we want the granaries on that side. No, I'm not sure. If you want the trees there, probably. Trees like that, stone circle in the middle. And so animal, so stables, another row of stables, granaries, then metalworking and armor making and whatnot. This hub here. You want granaries up there, maybe? That would mean that these people are a bit far from them. We'll have to see. So I don't think we'll ever need more than 4. Let's make doubly sure that I can fit another stable right there. Yes, we can. Yeah, just perfect. That's the perfect spacing. So with the backs turned from the haystack granaries. Should we have 2 turned one way? 2 to the other. Sure. Sounds reasonable. I think that's about all the food storage we'll ever need. Let's have that for rock and silex. In fact, we could specialize instead of having these, yeah. Have that out of here. Have that out of there. So you could have up to 40 of each mineral type outside. Well, ore, not metal. So maybe that's the limit we should set. And 10 for metal. Let's bump that to 20 for every one of those types straight off the bat. Metals don't degrade over time, neither does stone or ore, so no point in not keeping a large stock if you can, other than, well, having more storage that needs repair over time, but that's just a bit of straw here and there and sticks and whatnot, mud. Not that much of a strain on resources. Right, with all that done, and a modicum of control over the perimeter defenses, though we still have quite a lot of palisade to complete, I'm not sure we are going to spend all that much. It's a lot of wood. And... oh, wrong click. Is it the Bronze Age that we can start making stone walls? I think so, right. That's not that far away, so... and we're going to upgrade all of that with stone construction. We'll need to recycle the logs then. Yeah. Oh yeah, people are making a lot more bread now. 3 hearths and maybe we should have more hearths. We could definitely use more goats. Well, we're gonna have cows that also produce milk. But I think we're always kind of short on cheese. And if anyone knows anything about survival, is you can't survive with some good bread and cheese. Well, that's my view of things. Okay. Should we move on to the Copper Age? I think we should. Before the next trader comes along, they'll probably have tech for us to discover, so. Yes, highly recommended that you fortify your settlement and have enough people and weapons to defend from raiders. We have plenty. Right, so. Copper Age it is. Now, what can we build that we couldn't? Yeah, we're probably going to go for a stone circle here. Once we move these along to that side. Are those full? No. We don't really need dolmens, but we want some. A couple up here, I'd say. And probably move those 3 and dot them around this hill as well. And I think after that we'll just have tree cover once we domesticate different tree species. So that our settlement isn't so barren. Tree cover is good. Controls the environment you live in. Breaks up wind, makes so that when there's large areas of tree cover, wind tends to go over the top of them instead of penetrating deep into, well, closer to the ground. So whether it's cold or warm wind, tree cover is good to maintain a sort of a microclimate underneath the tree tops. So that is probably a good thing for our settlement overall. But that's a bit further on because that actually right around the corner. We could have that tech next. Yeah, okay. Talking in the wind here. So we could do that very soon. We do have enough people to have some more cereal variety here because now we have. That's flax, so that's emmer, this is barley, that's einkorn and more emmer. Okay. Yeah, thinking rye over there. Or just outside the wall here. Don't really need more vegetables right now, but probably in a bit. Can plant some more. Yeah, we have 4 different varieties, chickpeas and lentils. That's what we're not producing yet. So besides that, defensive, no new structures until metalworking and stoneworking, masonry. Metallurgy, we have nothing here, so. Copper mines, charcoal pit. Oh yes, the industrial stuff is coming. Production. We have a workshop, yes. Make copper tools. We're gonna need a few of those. Storage. Nothing new. Residence, nothing new. Okay. So let's wait for these to be finished. Prioritize that one. Ah, yes, so let's put charcoal there. Copper ore here. Tin ore there. And once this one's done, iron ore over here. So, look at all that church core. That is a napper's wet dream. All this construction we're kind of short of sticks and logs. Not for long though, not for long. So that granary is already up, so you can stop storing things in this. Put that for snow. Don't store anything here. Yeah, move the food over there. It's gonna take a lot of people a long while. "14 dogs are ill." Didn't even know we had 14 dogs. Ah, we have not set these for high priority. Don't want to forget that. Agriculture should always be high priority, I think. Ooh, we exhausted a flint mine. Really? I thought that would have lasted longer than that. There's that one, yes. Well, have, yeah, another one right there. We won't be needing flint, actually, now that we have got, bronze, but... Well, now, a few, next season, once we, build the metallurgic, production pipeline. That's further away. Yeah, I think that's the closest one. Not by much, but I think so. Construct that. That's 8 logs? 6. Okay. We have copper right at our doorstep. We have a lot of copper. Okay. A lot of copper. That's very good. So I think we should build the 3 mines. Maybe 2. That means a mine can have 3 people working at it at the same time, I think. Yeah. 2 mines. So that we can make tools. I think we need, what, 4 tool makers? Because one of these crafters can have 3 people. So to replace that, I'd say we need at least 3 tool makers. Alright, a lot of clothing getting made. Right, let's start building the copper mines. Yes, we didn't, well, we used a lot of it to construct new buildings. So, 2 copper mines. People haven't finished. Ooh, that's so much food to carry. It does go bad faster when it's outside, so that's not a very good idea to do that very often. 3 dogs of the 14 died. Alright. Well, of the 14 that were ill. You're making a recovery. Good. Alright, finished one of the mines. Are there other wolves? No, a lone wolf. So, I think you can take them. Right? Yes, okay. That is still a lot of food there. The kids greatly help here. Carrying things around is one of the few things they can do. Man, the pile is not decreasing in size at all. Trader. Why is he over here now? Interesting. Marrowin. Low commission, no tech. Got a lot of copper ore though. I'll take that. And, yeah, ready-made tools, why not? Saves us some man hours. Sell the leather outfits. And on things we can trade away easily because we have plenty of. So, that's going to be skins, wool, maybe a couple of flax, yeah, and meat. Okay. They are, wow, they are full. Meat racks are full. Okay. The pile is noticeably smaller now, yeah, okay. It's almost all been transferred over to the granary. Good. Is that too much bread we're keeping? Flour keeps better than bread, doesn't it? I think so. That should probably be lower than the flour count. That's too much bread. It goes bad. It goes bad rather quickly. So don't overdo. Yeah, don't overdo that. You're still not finished. think we need to have these produce a lot more of that. Okay. Alright, workload is back to normal levels, so we can start planning out our production center here, metallurgical production. So, the houses... Let me just quickly check. Ooh, yeah, they cannot be aligned over here. So that would be 1, 2, 3, so that's 10. And then we'd have to shift them over just a bit. We can only have a second row probably here. So 15 houses on that side. We can actually place an extra 5 here, I think. To have 20 houses on this side, 20 houses on that side. And can't really fit many more in a very organized fashion. We may just have to bump up, yeah, new houses to some other locations. In any case, we, yes, can start planning the production here. So, granaries can and will be upgraded eventually, if need be. That can be recycled. Haystacks, that's a total of 120 hay. Well, straw, actually. A haystack, they said it's straw. Straw and a haystack isn't hay. It is. What's the difference between hay and straw? No idea. Probably just different words, synonyms for the same... Maybe it's different phases of, not sure. Of the stalks and material, the chaff, essentially. Also, well, the part that remains clings onto the stems for cereal and whatnot after harvest. I don't know. What's the difference between straw and hay, and what the difference is? Yeah. So, now that I look at that, I think... Can we place? No. Can't place transport boosts over there. In front of the haystacks. We could place some... Yes. Oh. Could place some over here. Right. That's 1, 2, 3. Four, 5. And then at the entrances, we may need more, but we'll make more when the need arises. So, over here, we need charcoal. Should we put that close to the log and to the log and wood pile? Ideally, yes. So that people don't have to go far to do that. However, maybe there? Maybe there. It is going to storage anyway. So, yeah. So, charcoal pit. Don't know if we're going to need more than one. Really depends on how much that single one can produce overall. Then, we are going to need pit furnaces to smelt copper and tin ores into copper and bronze. as in metal, actual metal. So for that, if we align, not sure, if we align that here, if we can still place stables. So let's do that instead. And align them further this way, right? I'd say, what, 2 to begin with? See how much copper we can squeeze out of that. That's just mud as well, okay. And that is going to be a start to metallurgical output. Then we need the important bit, the actual smithing. So, and for that, I think we'll need 2 of these. Yeah, let's leave some space. Yeah, there's probably going to be carts with animals over there, so. Right in front of the furnaces. Let's make 2 to begin with. See if we'll need more. 2 making metal, 2 converting metal into stuff. That's a start. That is a start to our metallurgical endeavors. We actually don't have any charcoal yet, so make getting that up and running a priority. Because without charcoal, there's really no point in getting those either. So yeah, make those a priority. These need the metal. Yeah, but they need charcoal for that, in fact. Yeah. Right, so. Copper Age. That means better tools, better weapons. More importantly, means we can, not too long, move straight over to Bronze Age. Bronze is much better than copper. Also much more resource intensive, because bronze is a mixture of tin and copper. Much more resilient and durable metal, but it requires, I think, twice as much copper ore, if I'm remembering that right. So, yeah. To make a single batch of bronze ingots, as opposed to copper. The tools are much better, though. Comparable to steel, in fact, and I think all the stats are close to it. Looking forward to making those. That is going to be next time. Until then.